Yeah, I thought the overall performance this weekend was great. Friday, we've been worried about Fridays. We've talked about this before, coming off of class and, changing over our mindset from academics to athletics. And we've done that really well this year. And that showed again Friday. We had a great start, down 1-0 at the half, but I thought we played really well, to be fair, in that first half. I think we outshot UNLV 9-3 in the first 45 minutes. Obviously concede a penalty. But the difference, and we talked about this as a staff afterwards, the difference is when you look at our team this year, down 1-0 at the half, after what I thought was thoroughly kind of dominating that first half, there was no sense of us feeling bad for ourselves or, oh, here we go again. You look at the eyes of our kids and it's, okay, we got to get two. And they come out and they get two. So I think the resiliency and just, the heart and the drive, and we're going to keep talking about that, the determination, the grit, this year's team has it, and it's been fun to watch. They're fun to be around, and if they continue to bring that every day, we're going to do well, And then Sunday, honestly, I thought we started kind of slow. It was a little bit of a Sunday conference game. Both teams a little bit tired. Started a little bit slow. Didn't maybe give the best effort compared to what we have been given. Got into the team a little bit at the halftime about effort levels and the ability to work hard and to set the tone. Show your teammates you care, that you're in it for them, and that you're going to work as hard as you can. And, man, I thought we were really good in that second half. It's interesting. I don't know if she's getting overlooked. I know every team worries about her. I know she is the main player on most teams' scouts when it comes to playing Colorado College. So she is given a lot of attention. If you look at her throughout the game, how many times she gets fouled and how many times she ends up on the ground, teams know about her and they're worrying about her, and it's hard. That's a hard burden to kind of carry, knowing that every scout kind of revolves around what you're doing and players being maybe a little bit more physical on you than on others. But she's resilient. She's tough. She's used to it. I know that sounds funny, but she's used to it, and she keeps going no matter what the circumstance. You alluded to, she misses a penalty at Fresno, and here we have a big one to tie the game at UNLV, and she steps up and very composed and slots it, and then obviously scores a great goal on Sunday as the game winner against Nevada. So, she's doing what she needs to help drive this team, especially as a captain. Her and Kelly have both been fantastic leaders this year, and she'll continue to do well, even though she's going to be continually marked and continually, looked upon by other teams. Points, that's all we want out of weekends is how many points can we get? And it comes to that time of year now where you're looking at points, you need points, you want points, but, the head-to-head results now become unbelievably important. And, we have Wyoming on Friday, who's unbelievably good at home. Arguably a different team home than they are away. They're very confident on their home field. They play very, very well up there. And they're sitting there at 2-2, and all of a sudden, if they could beat us, we're both 3-2, and they have us with the head-to-head. So these head-to-head comparisons become very important. And the same thing with Colorado State. They're not that far behind us in the standings. They get a couple results this weekend, a couple big head-to-head comparisons, and now all of a sudden, you feel good being 3-1. You don't feel good at all being 3-3. So we have to take, these games just like every other game this year, one game at a time. We're going to focus on Wyoming. We're going to try to get points at Wyoming, and then we'll move on down to Fort Collins on, Friday night, and we'll start worrying about Colorado State. And, that's not a knock to, Colorado State, but that's kind of how we do things. We'll worry about the Friday team all week, because that's the most important game on our schedule at this moment. And then we'll regroup, worry about Sunday when that Friday game is over. But both are important. We need points. I think the kids know that, and they're driven to get them.